PAC, we have issues. National Assembly has 4 commissioners. We have 3. There are 2 from outside. We should be having equal share, because when it comes to voting on matters of welfare, we will normally have a challenge because we don't have numbers. And I think, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is your area and your concern. This time round, we must have equal share of commissioners. There are 2 actually there are 2 from outside. And even the 2, in the experience that I had from in Parliament, all of them are from National Assembly. And when it comes to matters of either a Senate or National Assembly, they vote with National Assembly. So, and I think this time round, when the issues of commissioners come to us, we must elect somebody from the Senate to represent us in the commission, so that we have equal shares. And this is a matter that we should fight on now before it is implemented. The other matter is oversight fund, although we have been promised that is going to be sorted out. And I think this time around we have our own colleague, Senator Weta, who knows the challenges we are facing. But I think over the years we have been promised severally. I had the benefit of sitting in the first committee where Kiraitu Murungi was the chair. I remember we were given 40 million to spend within, was it 2 months, I think? 2 months, if I'm not wrong. And we were told the only way you can access that money is for you to prepare an activity in your counties. And then once you prepared, you send it to the secretariat, they disperse the money to you. Before we develop the structure, the term has already lapsed. That 40 million, it didn't go anywhere. The second Senate, actually the Senate nominated me to be the chair of the Oversight Fund. I honorably agreed to chair the committee. We went through so many processes. We have been to State House thrice or twice. We have been promised the money will be given to you. We went even to State House in Mombasa. I remember the current president took us to Mombasa to negotiate on that. And the president was categorical. He said, Senate, you must give them their money. CDF is illegal, NGAF is illegal, let also Oversight Fund be illegal. And he called Rotich then in Mombasa. We were told on Monday we must have a meeting in the Speaker's office. We went for a meeting. Rotich was there. I think the clerk was there. The leadership of both houses were there. We discussed. And we were told, since this is not a development fund, we must come up with a regulation. Initially, we developed a legislation. It was thrown out. We were told it's not a development fund. Then we were told to develop regulations. We developed regulations. Yeah? And in all those meetings, National Assembly leadership and the political leadership, they were all saying, tutawapatia pesa hamna shida. So the regulation went up to Treasury. I remember we had a meeting with Treasury, Auditor General, AG, all those institutions. We had meetings for weeks to make sure that we have a regulation, we had a budget. Clerk was told to open an account within his secretariat so that the money is actually transferred from Treasury, and was it an overhead? I think he created an overhead under his docket. He did that. Twice, when the money was put in the budget at the national level, it was removed actually and reallocated to PAC and for other activities. So even after Clark established an account under his docket, 500 million was put in there. We established actually the regulations. PSC passed. I don't know what happened after that. We never managed to get that money. Surely. We didn't have then. I think there was so much debate in our wall. But as a second and third Senate, we have really fought for oversight fund. Maybe there was no political will. Maybe our brothers in the National Assembly then didn't see the need. I think those who are here, they know now there is a need. Tusaidiane. The only way that we can be able to deliver on our mandate is that we must actually have oversight fund. Because you go to the county, you don't know anything. And I think we went through a very lengthy process just to see how Senate can be able also to utilize the money. We have all the documents, we have all the records. The only thing that is left is the money allocated. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are appealing to you tusaidie tafadhali tupate hiyo oversight fund. So we have tried to that level. Finally,